If not, then hidden is really what Norway is best known for, I think.
Sure, for sure. We can see the other hidden at some point, and of course the free mod for them to leverage that. And it looks like we have our teams locked in for this first map from both sides. It's going to be on the Norwegian side, Shu, GN, Debu, and Yolkspy. And for the US, it'll be Happy Stick, Toy, Digital Hypno, and idkey. Here we go.
Pop it like a really should. I'm up on your mind, feeling pretty good. Don't stop it, bitch, you in my way. Thank you so much. Oh wow, okay. Pop it, see me on your screen. Sit back and watch, show you what I'm.
Oh, looks like Yolkspy, the first one to break for Norway, giving United States the combo advantage right now, and the score shifting to the US side.
Yep, just that early miss. Hitting the first chorus section. The style of map doesn't really change much all the way through, but they're getting a bit harder at the end. Pretty consistent in terms of difficulty, this.
Oh, but GN will find himself breaking as well for Norway. And right off the bat, US has a really strong lead. It's growing by the second.
Yep, pretty rough start for Norway. Kind of surprising to see GN and Yokes be the first to break, but that's how it goes. I think they were just silly misses.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of
I mean,
us.
some patterns are pretty easy to finger lock on as well on this map. Yeah, GN did actually start to break Yolkspy as well. We actually see 8 S's, but United States being the ones keeping 4 full combos. Actually, idkey didn't have a full combo, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was such an early miss though.
Just before Yolkspy, but he is steadily recovering his combo.
Backed up by his team with the 3-4 combos. Happy Stick a bit below on the accuracy, but apart from that, not much drop from the US team. But Norway still have decent combos on their side.
Toy with a 99.8 accuracy on this is pretty insane. But he's known for playing these kind of maps, so it's not really a surprise there.
The more difficult part of this map, those single taps, they've just passed now. The rest of this map is pretty plain sailing. 200k advantage for the US, just over that. I think they're just about home dryer now, the US. I think this is going to be their point.
Yeah, just gonna see 3-man full combo this.
Just idkey with that very early miss, stopping them from having a 4-way FC, but nevertheless, a really strong performance from the US team here.
Yeah, but Norway wasn't that far behind either. So the US does pick that one up by 300,000 points. But I think 8 S's.
Yeah, and
across the board.
3 slider breaks.
Yeah.
Probably unlucky from all those misses. And like I said, the Norway performance was certainly very good. it just wasn't good enough to beat US's very good performance on this.
Yeah, I mean, Toy with only 3 100s. Insane Knack. Hypno as well, 8 100s. I mean, this team is very scary.
First break point will go to the US. They have the next pick. There's a lot of things where they could just, you know, they have a lot of choice in terms of map. Try and dismantle Norway here. But what they choose to go with, who knows? They'd have a very strong performance on DT, I think. If there's a mod that Norway do lack a full 14 for, it's probably double time. They do have some good players for double time, but they can definitely catch out a player with a fast map.
But the US has opted for the Drunken Loner Pishifat map.
Tricky map with lots of BPM changes in this, so accuracy is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, so also a very repetitive map with similar rhythmical patterns throughout the whole song. So it's really a test of consistency here.
Oh.
Of course, like you said, the AC.
So there's lots of just short stacks and short little bursts here and there, so definitely a lot to try and test that accuracy. And I think the US is going to have a stronger overall accuracy when you look at their roster.
I mean, consistency as well. When you look at their roster, every single one is capable of that full combo in a tournament. Whereas when I see Norway, I see like probably some other players like Afro. I've seen him choking a lot in tournaments, but it looks like he's getting swapped out for GN.
Yeah, I think Afro
Yeah.
is more or less for the hard rock picks when it comes to accuracy. On those hard rock picks, Afro has some really
Yes.
solid accuracy.
That's right.
Yeah, and one no mod, maybe it's wise to swap out in someone, and yep. The old guard coming in GN. We are seeing quite a few swaps for both teams, though, of course. GN and Kevzy and Honda coming in for this one. And on the US side, in the swaps, we are going to be seeing Apraxia and Fire Rage joining.
My breakfast was straight out the medicine cabinet, a remedy for the aftermath of my habits. Sometimes it's the ones who try to help.
Let's hope no one misses at that first jump, because that would be very unfortunate.
Yeah, missing on the easier parts is going to be rough. This map, pretty consistent. Style doesn't really change apart from the odd slow bit here and there.
Yeah, there's the BPM change.
You have to be quite pinpoint with your snapping as well. There are a lot of
Yes.
patterns you have to really just throw the cursor at and stop and start.
Relationships are overrated. Baby, I'm just tired and jaded, but I'm sorry, I just like myself more than I like you.
Fire Rage with that cursor 12. Oh, Hunter will be the first one to miss for Norway. Instantly, United States has the advantage.
Some pretty decent accuracies across the board from everyone, really. Cebu had a near SS, but then lost it. But he's still doing decently. Unfortunately, Honda found a couple of silly misses.
Yeah, you can't afford to miss again.
Yeah, if another FC drops from Norway, this one's over.
And Norway is praying that someone from the United States will drop combo. It looks very unlikely right now. As the patterns are just repeating over and over again. Oh, and GN out of everyone else is gonna break for Norway. And that's pretty much gonna be this map, really.
Yeah, approaching the ending now, and it's 4 FCs to 2. The damage is done here. 99% almost across the board for the US on a map that's strictly to accuracy.
Fiery Rage. Was that a troll miss? Or was that a genuine miss?
It wouldn't surprise me if he did it on purpose.
Was that like a Ruruchi troll miss? Like that last combo? It looked like it.
No 4-way FC. Denied.
Oh, straight away, Norway. Higen Retour. The first time that's been picked in the round of 16.
Yeah, we do see it. We haven't seen it until the very last match. But thanks to US avoiding it in the ban phase, which you didn't expect, we will see it here.
Finally, in the last game as well. And of course, Norway's gonna be the team that picks it. Who would have guessed?
Sometimes it's the ones who try to help that hurt the most.
Of course, a reading heavy pick. Approach rate 8 on hidden is always nasty. This map has a lot of stacked notes all the way through, which is where the core difficulty of this comes in, reading those stacked notes.
I think the squares as well. If you're not used to it, it's gonna really affect your snapping. And as well as those what's that shape? I don't even know. Those 6-note patterns right
the
after
hexagons.
the squares. Yeah, the hexagons. Yes, I failed maths, so bear with me. The hexagons. Those are the easiest parts to miss. Other than those two parts, I think the map is pretty standard easy.
Yeah, there's no massive aim jumps or anything in this. It's all distance snapped, but some of the shapes definitely can throw you off if you don't compensate for the approach rate, which is a element where Norway really stands out. This low AR pick really suits players like GN and YokeSpy, Q as well. Very competent on this.
I'm actually surprised to see Id Key on this one.
Yeah, that's true. He's not really a hidden player, is he? Or at least
he's more
he'd
on
rather
the
not.
hard rock side.
We are seeing Toy and Hypno in, two very versatile players. Toy, a very incredible reading player, should be fine on this. And Fiery Rage, also competent on this sort of reading map. At this level, for sure, he should be fine. But on looking at the lineups, I would have to give this one to Norway. They have players that tend to play this more than anything else. They should be quite comfy on this as long as the nerves don't bite them. Of course, that's a big if, though. They are 2 points down, a little bit under the cosh. But they have a good chance to get a point here.
Yeah, they have a very good chance here. I mean, if it's any map, it's gonna be this map that Norway might get a point on. Oh, but Shu finds him.
The misread there on those stacks from Shu.
Oh, Cebu now as well. That is not a good start for Norway. YokeSpy now missing. GN, the only one holding full combo for Norway right now. Fiery Rage also broke, but Toy, Idkey, and Hypno. Holding strong for Team USA.
Yeah, the trickier parts of this map are to come.
Yeah, we're really seeing many breaks. Here come the squares. Cebu and Fire Rage will miss. And the hexagons now. Toy will miss for United States. Fire Rage missing again. Score is actually pretty close. Digital Hypno will miss as well. Idkey the only one holding that full combo for the
Look at the
United
combos
States.
on the Norwegian side. They're pretty huge
Yes.
now. Shu and Yokes have come back into it.
Norway slowly but surely getting that point advantage back due to that combo building up.
Yeah, the harder sections have passed now, just about keeping consistent on those stack nodes. And looks like Yokes and Shu are more comfortable now.
I think GN is the primary carry here for Norway. That is of course if he full combos it. Idkey still with the full combo as well.
We were saying Idkey may not be suited for this, but look at him go.
He's a 99 arc as well, so I mean, we probably haven't seen him play much of the low ARs, but he's pretty much capable of playing them.
Mighty close
And yeah,
though.
Norway will be taking this one. Finally a point for Norway. And GN with the perfect combo, 4 100s. Toy, unlucky one miss.
It was really unlucky. It was on the hexagon patterns. Just misaiming one of those. But yeah, Norway taking the point on the AR8 hidden. Thought they would, but that was mighty close. Well done to Idkey for coming out and stepping up on that map, but it wasn't enough for the US.
Yeah, Fire Rage actually having 10 misses there might have been the issue.
Yeah, that would have hurt them a lot. But yeah, the Norwegian side, once they found a miss, they managed to recover from it well in the latter half from those players that missed. Yokes and Cebu.
Struggled to keep combo actually. So yeah, Norway, very good win here, getting a point back from United States. 2-1.
This, I guess, a sense of match day nerves or something. Yeah, you can look at a map and be like, yeah, I can FC that every time. But playing it in the match is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, exactly. Solo play and tournament play are totally two different, separate things. Because you don't have those kind of nerves when it comes to solo play. Because you can just retry it again and again. But in tournaments, you just have that one go, and if you mess up that one go, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, because it affects the entirety of how you read and how you prepare yourself when you're playing a map. When you know you've only got one shot. When you're in solo, you can try again. You can sort of change little things about how you're playing. But in a tournament, you have one shot, so you need to make sure it's proper. It's a different ball game. Playing stuff like this, especially where, if with low AR, you slip up once and you can miss a whole pattern and even fail out. We've seen in the past on AR8 picks people failing out entirely, even though the map isn't very mechanically intensive, by missing one note and losing your way.
Yeah. Just keeping calm as well. You can't go and shake all the way. It just doesn't happen. You won't win that way. So getting experience is one key thing to getting proper tournament plays, I'd say.
Next pick is in from the US. They're going for Ninely.
Alright, I didn't expect the US to pick this. I would have expected Norway to pick this, actually.
You think? Actually, I think this is a good shout for the US because it's a long consistency map and they have the players to sort of just crank out an FC on this.
Yeah. Now that I think about it.
I mean, Norway definitely will be fine on this considering it's fairly standard. And they've got, they have Shu in, still in for this one. Actually, no, they're keeping the same four. And out of those 4, they should be fine on this. But the US
Yeah,
have
the
some.
US just substituted Xaris in.
Hmm.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see who will miss on that accelerated stream, as we've seen in the previous match. Right now, the only one holding that double S in the intro section, giving the United States the accuracy advantage.
Coming into the trickier section now, the first breakdown section. We've seen a few people break as soon as it kicks in. Saw it in the last match. Happened to Canada. See if we see it here.
Nope, no one breaks. Oh wait, its shoe broke. What? I didn't even catch that.
There's the first one to fall.
Still early on, so a drop from the US could mean a comeback for Norway.
Oh, Cebu. Oh, he wasn't happy about that. His cursor shake says it all after breaking right at the end of that hard section. It's gotta hurt, man. 2 FCs to 4 in this slow section.
That is a brutal pattern, so unfortunately Cebu missed out on that one. The US still 4 full combos and everyone above 99 AC as well. I mean, what can you do against a team that has performed this well?
Yeah, that's an impenetrable performance. When we hit this section, 99% across the board is, well, I don't think any team has done well this well on this map in particular. So I don't think we've seen a 4-way FC on this map, have we?
No, I don't think so. At least it's not today. I'm not sure what yesterday. OWC will be the one breaking for Norway next.
Pretty slow part as well.
Combo now for Norway. Shu does have the combo getting recovered, and GN still with the full combo, but the US 4 full combos, I mean, that is a lot. And we're just about to see the 4-man full combo.
Yeah, this one is all over.
Split streams, and they got it.
Yeah, that's it. Home free.
For the US. There shouldn't be any more misses unless they choke on that last jump.
It might happen, to be fair. But, wow, what a performance on this map. What a great pick.
Oh, and we have the 4-way FC. That is one spicy map pick from the US. Getting that one in the bag pretty easily, I'd say. Winning that by 1,000,000 points. Toy without a slider end break with 4 100s. Everyone actually in the United States having really, really high accuracy.
That is a very indomitable performance from the United States. You just don't beat a performance like that. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, that is just a really, really good performance overall by the United States. I mean, GN did have the full combo for Norway, but that it's not enough in the end. And Shu with the one miss as well as OWC.
Yep, GN. He did everything he could, but it just wasn't going to happen. But props for locking in that FC on his side. Tornadoes. But yeah, I bet they're feeling pretty good after that one. I mean, 2.9 million on that map is probably around the average we see on this in this round. It's certainly not a bad performance. Decent scores across the board, but yeah, it wasn't going to work in this, was it?
USA gets kicked in their ass. Well, they are USA. Just saying.
Oh dear.
Just saying.
Norway with that next pick, so what are they going to do with it, I wonder? The hiddens are gone. They picked both hiddens in their last 2 picks, so there are 2 free mods open if you want to go down that route.
Oh, I'd say hidden all the way for Norway, unless they bring in someone like Kevzi or Afrodafro. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing now. He could potentially go for hidden hard rock, really.
Possibility on this map. Suki Zeko Show is the next pick, a pretty fast jump map at about 230 odd BPM, so quite fast, but there are no streams to be seen here. It's a relatively ergonomic jump map, quite modern, so hidden hard rock is definitely a possibility for those wanting to go for that. But
yeah, we've seen Ming actually FC this yesterday against Netherlands with the hidden hard rock on, so I think anyone can try with the hidden hard rock on this one. Like you said, it's a pretty standard modern map, so I'd predict Fiery Rage, Apraxia to go with the hard rock, or possibly Toy or Apraxia.
I can see Toy go with, yeah, I can see Toy going with a mod, whether it's hidden or hidden hard rock.
Yeah,
Shu might go hidden hard rock on this. He's a very good hidden hard rock player. Afro is, I think he's more of a hard rock player.
Hard rock maybe.
Yeah.
Just hard rock. Yoke's Pie might go hidden, and Seb will just go no mod probably.
I think it's a pretty good shout. Let's see. They're just about to get into it.
Or probably Cebu who might go for hidden hard rock. You never know. We might want to mix things up. Shu with the no mod, Afro with the hard rock maybe? Oh, actually. Okay. We were almost there. We almost hit that. We almost. We missed the hidden from Cebu and the hidden from Digital Hypno.
Yeah, a busy mod choice here. 4 mods from Norway, as we expected. But they'll have the mod advantage, assuming the FCs are equal, which I don't think will happen, to be honest.
Oh. Shu with the first miss on hidden hard rock. The score multiplier only has an advantage if you full combo, and right now Shu already has missed early on. And United States still keeping that full combo. Apraxia actually having that double S on hard rock.
Yeah, early days though, yeah.
Oh, Afrodafro with the miss on hard rock now. Not looking good for Norway.
Yeah, that's going to sting. So plenty of combo to go. It's quite a long map this, but already we're seeing 4 FCs to 2. The accuracies are very much in favour of the US. Again, another map where it's consistently difficult. This map doesn't change a lot.
There's
all the way through.
a 1/6 stream coming up.
Ah, yeah, good point.
Here it is. And no one breaks on that one. And we hit back into the chorus. Pretty standard here. Test of consistency.
At the moment, US is winning that.
Yolks Pie has broken his full combo. And Cebu now as well. No
that's
full
it.
combos left on the side of Norway. That is tragic.
Just the guys that early missed on the Norwegian side with a combo of note, Afro, Dafro, and Shu. But the US side proving to be incredible. Calling him out. Fiery with
okay.
the shot.
Please report Fiery Rage for trolling.
That accuracy from Praxia though.
Yeah,
Actually,
on the Hard Rock as well.
oh, for a minute then I thought all 4 players on the US side had the same accuracy, but Hypno was down by 1%. But still, 99% across the board. And Toy firing Apraxia, almost assessing 1 or 200.
Yeah. That is like insane. That is
Who is going to stop this team?
Yeah, probably the optimal score for such a map. I mean, can we ever see a 4-man double S? Is that possible?
Well, I mean, I can recall seeing 2 SSs on a team, but no more than that. But this is very much a huge win. Oh, Fiery!
He's trolling. He's trolling. Please report.
And Fiery's got to be careful. You don't want to fail doing that, mate. You'll never hear the end of it. But
I don't think it would have mattered even if he failed. It would. Norway still wouldn't have the score to beat the US. Apraxia with a 1/100 on Hard Rock. That is insane.
what on earth, man?
What am I seeing? Afro Dafro, close to full combo, but not quite. That slider break.
Yeah, the reverse choke by missing at the start. Shu as well. They really brought themselves back well. I mean, on Hidden Hard Rock, that performance from Shu was really solid, but wasn't going to be enough here.
It wasn't enough. With that insane accuracy across the board on the United States side. And yeah, Fiery Rage is trolling, so probably he would have FC'd as well.
Yeah. Just having a load of fun, US. Taking it chill. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah. No full FC allowed. Actually, I'm looking at the scoreboard of that map to have a look where Praxia stacks up. And I think there's only one player with better accuracy on the map on Scorby 1, and that was Stufu. SS'd it with Hard Rock. The next best is 2 100s, and that's from Yaong and Wolf, so that puts Praxia's performance into perspective. That was insane.
Yeah, especially on Scorby 2 as well, so that is pretty much, I think, a better score than Scorby 1. Okay, looks like End Day is going to be picked by the US. Hard Rock pick. No surprise there, due to Apraxia's previous performance. Idkey is going to come in for Xarius. I mean, was it Xarius or was it Toy? Oh, actually, Toy moved down, so
Fiery Rage.
I'm lost.
Fiery Rage came in for Idkey. Sorry, Idkey came in for Fiery Rage.
So the troll is gone now. Is he banned?
English is hard, oh yes. He's been evicted for sandbagging.
English is hard, yes.
Oh,
It's not my first language, I'm sorry.
fair enough. I don't have an excuse, that's the thing. I don't.
Uh-oh.
To be fair, bringing in Idkey for Fiery Rage makes complete sense. Idkey is a very good Hard Rock player, so bringing him in for this Hard Rock pick.
Yeah. Idkey has been very versatile in this team. We've seen him play an FC that AR8 hidden, so right now we're going to see him play Hard Rock. I'd say Idkey is much better than Hard Rock.
Get this this map. Quite short, 200 BPM with some tricky square patterns throughout. An older style map. But we've seen some really good performances on this in the previous matches. I'm expecting another good one here. Afro, of course, coming in for this, who is an excellent accuracy hard rock player. He got that earlier slider break on the previous map, hoping for an FC this time, though. Hunter coming in as well for this hard rock pick, and also GN. I think in an accuracy war, they're going to have some trouble. But they can combo properly, these players. They're consistent on the combo side of hard rock.
Here come the streams. And right off the bat, Afro will be the first one to break for Team Norway.
Yep. That early miss, the only one for FCs to 4 as we enter the slower middle section. On the whole, accuracy-wise, Norway actually have the lead, but that miss from Afro going to be hurting them. Idkey down to 96%.
Yeah, Idkey. Oh, GN is gonna break, and that is just gonna make US lead grow wider now.
Yeah, it's approached the end section now, the harder section, and there's still 4 FCs on the US's side.
Oh, as you say that though, Digital Hypno does find himself missing. GN is gonna miss again. But yeah, the US is pretty much ahead by 500,000 points now, and there's nothing Norway can do about it.
Yep, another.
The USA will be taking this one.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a 50 streak on Idkey's side, giving him a 97% AFC.
97 AFC. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Hunter almost finding himself with the double S there, with the 2 100s.
That's actually a really, really good run from Hunter. That accuracy was excellent, but it's not going to be enough.
Not when you have a 12 note 50 FD with an A accuracy on 97%. Like, that's next level.
It is match point now for the US. It has been a bit of a masterclass from the United States team, it does have to be said.
I mean, coming into this one, we're pretty much expecting the US to win this. So, Norway is gonna pick Sumidagawa Karenka.
Yeah, they are staking their claim on the Jumpy No mod to take this one. A short one. They have some really good jump players. Of course, Shu, I'm sure, will be lapping this one up. Tebu as well. Should be feeling pretty good about this one. Seeing a few co-ops on the US side. Happy Sticks coming in, and Fire Rage for this one. Cebu will be entering in for the Norwegian team to replace Hunter. The lineups of both teams make sense for this one. The US have 4 really handy no-mod players there for this no-mod pick. Yokes is more of a hidden player, but should be okay on this. Afrodafro in for this, though.
It's not really high art, it's just more jump-based. I was actually surprised to see this map in the map pool, considering it's actually one of the easier no-mod picks, I'd say. Pretty standard patterns. Very modern map indeed.
Yeah, it is straightforward. Just got the widest jumps, but the layout is quite straightforward. No problems to read.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Then match point for the US. Will they lock this one out, or Norway gonna keep this one going? In the early stages, actually.
Oh, Happy Stick. Oh, finding himself with the miss there. Quite unfortunate.
Yeah, before we even hit the jumps, there we go.
Oh, but Cebu will find himself missing as well for Norway. And that's gonna even things out for the United States. United States slowly clawing back the lead. With Norway ever so slightly hanging to the lead.
The accuracies are pretty much bang on. There's only a tiny bit of combo for the US to claw back, and it should be enough to have their noses in front by the end of the map if nothing changes.
Scores are actually flickering right now. We have less than a quarter of the map left. This is actually very close.
The next break will decide it.
Looks like United States has actually got this one right at the end here with the score flickering to their sides. Oh, but Digital Hypno will miss right at the end here, and that means Norway will be clawing back that lead. But Cebu misses as well. But will there be enough map left for the United States to get the points back? It's really close. And no, the answer is that United States
mighty close.
Cannot get that one back.
Well, Cebu was curse dancing on those last jumps, man, scaring me. And he missed one as well, but
yeah.
Point is Norway's. Mighty close. Those late misses from the US side deciding it. Fiery missing right at the very end.
Yeah. Hypno.
Solid 3 full combos from Norway, though. Afro, Yokespie, and Shu locking in those FCs. And you were saying earlier, this is a map where you don't see many misses, and usually the odd miss decides it. And, well, it came to the very last pattern to decide this one. We're not done yet. This match is still going.
It's still going, yes, it is.
US with the next pick. There's not many no-mods left. Only Blue and Genso and a Satellite left. Both DTs are open.
Yeah.
Be a good pick against Norway.
Yeah, I think Norway would be happy to see DT.
There's a few things that the US could go for here, for sure, that could definitely abuse. So a lot of the standard picks have been played, so we're left with the spice. Really, I think the most standard map left is probably the See the New World, She Knew the World DT pick, or Imprinting. I think everything else quite tricky for this map pool. Not that the US really needs to be worried about them. They should be fine on anything here.
I mean, there's not much to be worried, to be honest, if you're in the United States. You are on match point, and Norway still has to win at least 3 more maps. So I'm not sure what the holdup is, but probably the US wants to make sure.
I think they want to decide this
Oh.
match by rolls. I don't think the US
Looks
want
like
to do that.
it's gonna be Hard Rock.
Yep.
Kimiga.
Second Hard Rock is selected by the US, and the last one went well for them. Hoping for the same here to decide this one. Around 170 odd BPM, a very standard BPM, with some wide jumps and tricky spaced streams on a quite long map. Summarize this one.
Yeah, like I said in the previous match, this one probably the misses come in on the kick sliders in the beginning, and those 1-2 jumps as well, and possibly also that 5 notes bass stream right after the stacked jumps near the beginning.
It looks like Kevz is going to be joining in for this map. He hasn't featured too much in this match. Featured a couple times, but he's coming in for a pretty pivotal point.
Yeah, it is Hard Rock, so Norway putting their faith in Kevz.
Thunder returning as well. He had a really good run on the previous Hard Rock, so giving this one a go again makes sense. Lots of personnel swaps for the US here. Toy and Apraxia joining in for this one. Apraxia again, after that impressive accuracy on Suki. Going to be looking at this one with some promise.
Yeah, hopefully Norway can start a comeback. That would be quite nice.
Oh yeah. I don't want to see it end here.
It's always nice to see a comeback from a team. Now, especially against the USA.
Here we go though.
It's
Match
getting
point
more
still.
hyped up now. Yeah, it's still match point. But anything goes. And already Hunter with the miss on the kick sliders. And here comes that 5-note stream. Okay, everyone got it.
Just the very early kick slider miss in the early stages. Plenty of room for misses to happen in this map. Quite long.
Yeah, but here comes that kickstarter part I was talking about. We did see teams miss on that one early on. And Hunter actually missing before that kickstarter part. Really unfortunate there. Oh, but Digital Hypno will find himself missing as well. Resetting some kind of combo. And now Norway has an opportunity to come back.
Yeah, they have a mild combo advantage. They're a bit behind in accuracy, but they'll slowly claw it back. Things stand.
Of course, there's still those 1-2 jumps. And this stream as well.
Pretty tense stuff as we enter this slow section. Given those jumps and
Oh, Hunter will break. He's not very happy about that one.
Yep, it's in the US is caught once more by a little amount of combo advantage. And there's a slow bit here to push that to about 150k by the time this picks up here.
Toy with a 99.88% accuracy, performing excellent Oh, but Digital Hypno will miss again for Team USA. Actually, Norway has a chance of coming back here. Thunder just needs to keep that combo. And they might actually have a chance here. The scores are actually pretty close.
Yeah, Hypno's found a couple of silly misses here and there. He's not going to be happy about that, but his team is backing him up. Time is running out, though. Is it going to be enough?
Yeah, there's at least 100,000 score difference, and there's only the slow part remaining. Let's hope no one chokes on the side of the US. And with that out of the way, I think the US... It's safe to say the US has won this one by now. So...
Yeah, this is it. That is it for Norway. They are dropping down to the losers. Close, Matt, that one, but...
That was a close one.
That's actually a really good performance from both teams. 3 full combos is really solid in terms of what we've seen on this.
Toy with the 1-100. Holy moly.
It's his turn to get the 1-100, the low AC SS, but on Hard Rock, that is a very impressive run and well, a very impressive win. The US look really hard to stop.
Yeah, I mean, with this kind of lineup and this kind of performance, really, the US looks unstoppable right now.
Yeah, really, Norway managed to claw that point back on their specialty low AR hidden.
Yeah,
but
yeah, they did win on the AR8 hidden. So that's going to be GG. United States getting that one 6-2 against Norway. And yeah, well played to both teams. And that will be the final match for today. And I think we're going to get the map pool showcase very soon.
Of course, these two are not out yet. Norway will be dropping down to the losers bracket, and they will face Singapore in the next round, whereas the United States will be facing Russia in the next round. And that should be an interesting one because Russia had a really good round of 16 as well.
Yeah.
But that is
the
that.
maps are going to change next week, so things are going to be different. Things might change. Of course, there's a lot of hype for, I think, Brazil as well. Just looking at that performance today. And, yeah. Very interesting games going on ahead. Certainly, teams to look out for. The UK, of course. Poland, Brazil,